On GB News, viewers witnessed a fiery and blistering showdown that no one saw coming. Veteran journalist Carol Malone and outspoken commentator Benjamin Butterworth clashed in a heated debate that quickly spiralled out of control. What started as a discussion over national pride and the right to fly the British flag soon ignited into something far more explosive. Accusations of lies, hypocrisy, and deceit were hurled across the studio with relentless force, each side determined to expose the other. Voices rose, tempers flared, and the tension became almost unbearable. Then, in a moment that stunned the entire panel, one cutting remark silenced the room, leaving jaws dropped and the audience wondering what could possibly come next. What exactly was said, and why did it trigger such shock? This was not just another debate. It was a dramatic collision of views that left the studio reeling. The full story is one you won't want to miss. Before starting, subscribe to the channel, like, and write your opinion in the comment.
Did you know over 95% of our viewers aren't subscribed? Subscribing is free and helps us create more great content. Hit subscribe now and join our community.
Around public property, sticking what you like
what
on
about
it.
the Palestinian
right?
flags?
Obviously not.
What about
pull the Palestinian flags down? It's
because
absurd.
you know what?
But these people need to get a grip. They're not doing anything for Britain by flying an English flag on a roundabout. They're doing it because they want a fight and they want retweets and they've got nothing better to do.
Anything for Palestine by flying flags on airports or brainwashing kids to walk on the streets.
If we pass one law in this country, it should be that every single classroom has the British flag in and a portrait of the King. Just like the United States. They got it in the United States of America. Let's reinstill on our young people a feeling of patriotic pride.
Just like Russia.
But you know what, Benjamin, though? Seriously, people are doing this now, I think, because they've had enough of being demonised in a way that I think you demonised them.
It's a typical London.
You can't just stick what you like to flags.
Exactly. Emily Thornberry's changed gender and she's decided to come and sit on my sofa this evening. And you're there. You know, I bet they're right.
Meow.
But seriously, come on. You know, these are people who are obviously proud to be British, proud to be English. They feel like we're losing our country. They feel like they've been shunned for so long, second-class citizens in their own country, and they decided to do a peaceful gesture of resistance. You know, if you don't like it, why don't you leave?
And I think
because this is the thing. I am patriotic. I'm proud to be British. I have a Union flag at home, right, which I put out on occasion.
So why do you object to this?
But no, because I don't spend my time thinking that you're helping your country or caring about people in your community by trying to pick fights and put flags at random.
Do you think this is better or worse than rioting?
And actually, I won't be lectured by someone that tanked this country for 14 years and then claims that sticking a St George's flag up is an act of patriotism.
Well, it is an act of patriotism.
Would be going into nature to your neighbours who are hungry.
This is so typical.
That would be better use of money than sticking
this is
some flags.
so typical of the view of the sort of London left, the elite in this country. They do not understand that working class communities around this country are on the edge, and it is far, far better. I'm sure we'd all agree. I'm sure we'd all agree. It is far, far better as a peaceful act of protest to put a flag on a lamppost than it is to repeat the appalling scenes, the disgraceful scenes we saw last summer with the riots. But Britain is a tinderbox at the moment, and these councils who are ripping them down, they're chucking a match in.
Yeah, I mean, I can't help but notice some of these councils that appear to be doing most of the taking down, as far as I can tell. Maybe this is because these are the areas where most of them have gone up. I don't think it is, but you've got Tower Hamlets there, and you've got Birmingham, and you know there's two areas there that do not demographically speaking, do not have a huge white British population. I wonder if that's got something to do with it. I don't know. But look, shouldn't these councils just let them fly the flag? I mean, it's the flag of this country.
If you're going to let an area fly a Palestinian flag or a Pakistani flag, why not a British flag in Britain? And it's actually censorship to not let them do that. He's saying it serves no purpose. Serves no purpose to have a Palestinian flag flying in Birmingham.
Correct.
That's fine by me. I agree.
Of course it's fine by you. But if
I
you're
don't want a Palestinian flag up.
But you're not understanding where the British psyche is. The British psyche, they're told constantly that it's racist, that it's nationalistic, to be patriotic and support the flag. People confuse patriotism with nationalism. They're two entirely different things.
And again, I will just say there's a supreme level of idiocy taking place here, because if you start taking flags like that down, well, guess what? People are just going to put more of them up. And they keep putting more of them up. And what is essentially seen as some kind of civil resistance movement, which is to say, actually, you know what, we've taken all sorts of BS here for the last however many years, we've had enough, we're going to put the flag up. But, yeah, you start doing that. If you start taking them down, I'm sorry, but more and more of them will come up.
Last time I went down the Mall, there was a flag flying from every lamppost. Yeah. Even the King's getting in on this. There's Union flags on every lamppost in the Mall. It's got the royal seal of approval. Britain, get out there and do it.
All right. Well, and apparently even Sir Keir Starmer said that he spoke.
Quite right.
Yeah.
A spokesperson for Tower Hamlets Council said, while we recognise people wish to express their views, we have a responsibility to monitor and maintain council infrastructure. Where flags are attached to council-owned infrastructure without permission, they may be removed as part of routine maintenance. Yeah. We also contacted Tower Hamlets Mayor's office for comment from Luftar Rahmat, and we are awaiting a response. But we did get one from Birmingham City Council, who said people who attach unauthorised items to lampposts could be putting their lives and those of motorists and pedestrians at risk. We are continuing to do this every week and would ask that staff doing this work are allowed to continue this work unhindered.